Tomate Surf Shop, presentador oficial Arica Chilean Challenge 2013.
We are back live here at the Arica Chilean Challenge 2013. This is the 10th year of this event. Woo!
Yeah, so we got Jared Houston out there in red. We got Guilherme Tamega from Brazil out there in yellow, and then we got Yuri Valadeo from Brazil out there in blue. So these guys, let's see what they got. I think Jared Houston loves the rights out here, so I think we could see some big right ramps today, maybe from Jared. And Guilherme just speaks for himself, just goes nuts. So he's going to get some good stuff.
And he was just so intense yesterday as far as he just was non-stop, just getting wave after wave and just going for it.
Yeah. He loves to get the first wave too, and that's what he's doing right now.
Already, look at, see, he's intense.
Yeah.
Just right off the bat, GT pulling to the barrel. Just
wow.
Fearless.
Yeah, he loves it.
Just like I said, I mean, almost on cue. We talked about how he's relentless, just keeps on going on the biggest and baddest waves, and he does it right there, and immediately pulls into a big barrel. And the way that he rides, he's attacking the wave. He's not even thinking about the fact that I'm not going to make it. I mean, in his mind, he's making it no matter what. He's thinking about what he's going to do after the barrel.
Yeah, for sure. He just wants, he wants to make that. He goes anything and just tries to make it. So that can always work in your favor, for sure.
He's an intense dude in the water, and we see him right now. Bottom turning real big.
Big speed line. Just kind of chandeliering down on him, stopping him from coming through to that next bit.
Yeah, just not quite the wave that he was looking for, but I mean, he was in position, to get it done.
Here's the boys in the competition area. Got Dub, Spexy, South African boys, and Hardballs, and Ben Player, Ryan Hardy, aka Hardballs. He killed his last heat actually. Got some really nice rights.
Yeah, for sure.
Just really, he's so good in bigger waves, especially rights. He's just so used to it in WA. He's grown up surfing bigger waves. So, yeah, if it's going to be big, it's going to be the man to beat. There's the local Chilean, Alan Munoz.
Yeah, he's definitely pumped to be here. And
yeah,
I'm sure all the riders here got to be excited to just have this event, in their home country and have all the best guys in the world come down. As you see a big left right there.
Yeah, still some big ones coming through. I mean, Mike was saying that the swell might drop a little bit this afternoon, but hasn't really showed any signs of that so far.
Mike made it sound like it was going to get bigger tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the charts are reading it's getting bigger. It might drop a tiny bit in the afternoon.
And then bigger overnight?
Yeah. There's Pierre-Louis Costes.
So it's certainly possible. If it gets much bigger than this, we might not even be competing tomorrow. We might have the day off tomorrow and come back Saturday.
Yeah.
A little bit of a break in the action. 25 minutes ago, only one rider with the wave. That is GT Guilherme Tamega, the former world champion with a 3.75. Jared Houston in red and Yuri Valadao, the Brazilian, yet to catch a wave.
Yeah, so Jared hasn't caught a wave either. Guilherme got a 3.75 for that barrel that he didn't make.
We see these guys kind of paddling around, and I see some waves on the outside over at El Bui. So we should be seeing some waves inside here in a little bit. But Guilherme Tamega is a guy who has really been a big key to the sport of bodyboarding in Brazil. I mean, the guy was the first Brazilian world champion, I believe.
Yeah.
And he was distributing Wave Rebel down there, and really he got bodyboarding kind of up and going.
Yeah, for sure. He was super famous. I mean, he used to be sponsored by a soccer team actually back in the day, and he would get paid off the soccer team to wear their jersey, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of countries there's some awesome support for our sport, and that's just an example of it. I mean, there's some other competitors from Brazil like Neymar and all that who are actually sponsored by the state, by the sporting commission in the states.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The government really gets behind their own kind, so that's awesome, man.
This is possibly the longest lull we've seen out here for quite a while.
Yeah. Should be scrapping for some insiders now before the big sets come in. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
what a mistake that would be for one of these guys to paddle on the inside, try to catch a wave, and just get absolutely bombed on.
Yeah, I nearly did that this morning. It was so scary. Just big lumps of water. You can't even see them coming either.
Also, we need to keep in mind the tide is dropping, so the left should start getting better. They should start shaping up and getting some better barrels on those lefts.
Yeah, definitely on the middle-sized ones. Yeah, we just want some of those middle-sized ones to start coming through, so there's not so many big sets. And
well, just waiting for some waves. 22 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the third heat of round number 3. After this, we're going straight into the quarterfinals, which will most likely be tomorrow or Saturday. We're definitely not going to get that far today. And as a matter of fact, you guys, keep it in the back of your head that the swell is getting bigger. And Gringo might not be able to hold much bigger swell than this. We might be on hold tomorrow and running all day Saturday and finishing the comp either Saturday and or Sunday. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're checking out IBAWorldTour.com. Also our YouTube. Subscribe to it if you haven't already. Don't just watch the page. Don't just watch the videos. Subscribe to them. Oh, look at that big air right there. Uri Valadao with a lot of core strength in his body. I mean that. Talk about gymnast and acrobatic. That was that was all him just boosting himself out.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, these guys have grown up surfing a lot of smaller waves. So when the waves do get bigger, they tend to be able to get a lot higher because they're so used to the smaller. Oh, here we go. Yuri taking off.
Driving right there.
Yeah, speed line there. Just comes up.
Look at this. Boom.
Yeah, that was
pretty insane.
Big. Yeah, that was big.
Uri going to get on the board. He's going to take the lead right there from Guilherme because Guilherme has a 3.75, and I'm sure Uri is going to best that.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's a good start. It's a good start. I wonder what he got scored then.
On the right now, look at this. The rider in red, Jared Houston.
That's going to be a nice score.
Big roll right there. Like bank reverse possibly? No,
floater. Yeah, that was a nice exchange.
And now we have some sets coming in. Look at that white water washing through. The ocean is certainly a powerful thing.
Oh, yeah.
This place, I mean when waves like this, just makes you feel small and compared to the size of the world, huh?
Oh, yeah.
The size of the ocean. Look at that big roll right there for Jared. Textbook, classic, and perfect was that roll right there. Unfortunately for him, the floater or the off the top didn't really work out for him afterwards. Yeah. Look at this driving Uri again. Oh. Nice reverse air.
Wonder if he'll make that.
A little bit off access. That's why he didn't land flat. But he did get a 6.63 on his wave earlier.
Yeah, here goes Guilherme.
GT. Guilherme Tamega, the world champion.
Oh, that wave just did
not able to
for
find
him.
anything on that wave. And he's got to be frustrated. And he's such a hard-nosed competitor, Even though we're only 10 minutes into the 30-minute heat, he's going to be cranky.
Yep, for sure.
Okay, so once again, our legend here in Chile, the man, the myth, Yo-Yo. He is with Amaury Laverne, who was your winner of our last heat. Yo-Yo, take it away.
Big hit, and he was with the world champion, just winning, Mr. Amaury Laverne. Congratulations, Amaury.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm really happy. It's still pretty big now and pretty lucky now. It was a bit less set in my hit, so I had to choose the good ones. And I had a hard hit with that Chilean guy and Magno. And I'm really happy. Had a big wipeout on that left, and it's good condition out there at Gringo.
What do you prefer, left or right? What's the plan, Amaury?
The plans, most of the guys catch the rights today because it's pretty big and it's pretty scary to catch them left because you can get caught on the inside. But I get more confident on left, so today it's my option would be to catch some big left and sit inside and try to catch the best ones.
I saw you catching a really huge left. Tell me what's going on, because one of them you couldn't make it, and so if you can please tell everyone what's going on, or how Amaury Lavergne handled like these huge wipeouts.
Yeah, it was a big wave, and I thought about the barrel before at the takeoff, and then I realized maybe I'm going to make a big roll, but the leap was just so high, so I was losing spin just going to the leap, and I don't know, I decided to do this spin at the last second, and then lost control after in the scoop, and then nosedive, and then get flogged. But yeah, it was heaps of water here, and yeah, it make me confident for the rest of the comp.
Super kamikaze, Amaury. Congratulations, and I hope to see you well one more time. I'm pretty sure that you will be here, because I'm trusting you in big waves, and well, I deserve you like the best, Amaury.
Thank you very much. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to all the Chilean guy, and thanks to my family. And see you later.
And back to you guys. Thanks a lot. You.
Okay, we're back. Thanks so much, Yo-Yo. Catch up with Amaury. And Amaury is just such a likable, happy guy. It's great to see him do well. And he did so good at the South Coast Crusade. And look at this wave. Jared Houston driving through that barrel. Oh, traveling so far in the barrel, Jake, but not able to find that opening and find the exit. Man, I mean, we've seen a couple of barrels that are just, man, so close. You know what I mean? Where these guys are going to come out and just post a huge score. And Amaury had a really good one earlier. And look at this in yellow. Guilherme taking off late. No surprise. Hooking in. Man, look at that. I mean, the same scenario, right?
Exactly. That's what we're just talking about. It's just so hard to it either lets you out or it doesn't. It makes the calls, eh? Like, I mean, you can try and squeeze out the front, but rarely.
So, we're talking about how these guys are so close to getting out of these barrels. So, Jake, I mean, me being the commentator, you're the professional. I'm going to ask you, in your opinion, what has to be done different to find an exit for one of these barrels?
Just wave selection. I think you need to be on the waves that look makeable, which is really hard to read today. Like when I was out there before I paddled out in my heat, I actually thought there was a bunch of lefts that were really makeable, and there is, but they're right on the inside, so you can't. If you paddle right in there, it's just the set's coming so often that you're going to get like pummeled. So
yeah,
well, just wave selection.
Or do you think it's a matter of these guys trying to get out of that barrel, like almost like they're getting greedy, they're trying to get too much, like they need to duck out the bottom a little bit earlier, or no?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, this thing's massive.
Uri.
You got Uri having a
solid
dig.
6-7 foot wave right here. Look at this barrel.
Oh, that's sick.
He's gonna come out. He has to.
That one was insane.
Look for I was hoping to do one more maneuver right there to really put a stamp on that one, but GT.
Jared
look at the
Houston
barrel.
just
Just sick. And he's right there, and he's not giving up. And let's give you an update on the scores. Before that last wave of blue, Uri Valadaos, he was already in first place. Jared Houston in second with an 8.78. And GT was in third with a total of 7.6. So look at this. This is the exchange.
Wow,
Uri Valadaos, the
score.
Brazilian.
Nice little scoop. Just wait for it to dump over him. Oh, that was a cracker.
Well, you were talking about wave selection, and
that's
the best wave we've seen in a couple of heats right there, right?
For sure. That's going to be a good score, especially for the left. It'd be interesting to see what that scores to Jared's 8.78. I mean, oh no, he got a 6.88. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what it scores compared to that. Yeah, sorry, I thought Jared got an 8 point for that roll. And this is Jared just getting skunked there. They're so hard to bottom turn off that first bit to get that scoop under the lip there. But he had a dig.
Tell us why it's hard to hook into that one and get going.
It just feels like it's kind of wrapping away from you, and it's kind of a little bit almondy, but it's not fully throwing over hollow. So it's just a bit tricky. But you see like the really good barrel riders like Mike and Tamaga and that, they do it with ease. But for us guys coming up, yeah, fully. So we got Yuri Valadeo with a 6.63 and a 3.28 in first. Second, Jared Houston with a 6.88 and a 1.9.
There's a score right there.
That's an update there. Yuri's still in first. So he's having a blinder of a heat. So you got a 7.63 for that last weight.
He did. So
a
I'm going to
good
tell you
score.
right now, I'm shocked to see Guillermo Tamega, a former champion here and a former world champion, over halfway through the heat, and his best score is a 3.8.
Yeah, well, it is. As Mike told me earlier, he goes, it's really just a roll of the dice today with wave selection, because the sets are going to come, and if you're in the right spot for it, it's just, it is a roll of the dice. And it seems like Yuri's rolling a couple of sixes right now.
We have a former pro bodyboarder and international off-road race car driver, Cameron Steele, commenting on our Facebook page, and he says that Uri Valadao got kind of a burn. He said that barrel was a 9.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably agree with that. But yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Is that a common saying in Australia?
Yeah, well, I think Will Ferrell uses it actually in Anchorman.
We're checking it out right now. We have a little bit of a lull in the action, and like we said, we had a one earlier in this heat, and we're having it again. And this is the first time all day long that we haven't had just constant waves coming in. I mean, in your heat, did it ever stop?
No. Definitely not. Yeah. So yeah, close
again, Guillermo Tamega has got to be feeling the pressure. I mean, he is a hard-nosed competitor that doesn't know the word quit, but he is in third place. He needs a 6.59 to move on into advancing position, and the clock is ticking. 12 minutes to go.
Yeah, and then you just seen Jeff getting offered a GoPro to put on. Today's a bit big, and it's not really perfect barrel conditions, so it's pretty hard to get some good footage, and you're getting caught inside. It's a bit, hopefully later on in the competition we'll get to see some really nice GoPro footage. But yeah, today is just massive, and it's hard. So as you can see, Jeff just opting not to put one on his back.
Mr. Hubbard. Also, just so you guys know at home, here at the Arica Challenge, the third stop in the GoPro IBA Tour. We are presented by the Municipalidad de Arica as well as Tomate Surf Shop. Also, we have to thank Mike Stewart Science as well as Movie Star and Lawn Airlines. And remember, we are most likely going to be making it, I think, through the entire third round today. But I think that's going to be it, and we're going to be looking to do the quarters, semis, and finals tomorrow, Saturday, and or Sunday. So still plenty of action to come here in this event. Our goal is to get through round 3 today, and then we'll be done, because the wind usually does come on here about midday, and that changes everything. Again, this lull is amazing. I mean, these guys, have been watching sets come in all day long, thinking about, man, I'm going to have to be in shape. I got to be paddling the whole heat. I'm going to be fighting the current, going to be fighting the waves, duck diving, getting back out real quick after waves, and they're sitting.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
And I wonder if being countrymen, Uri Valadao and Guillermo Tamega chat in the water at all. If there's a little bit of favoritism for their countrymen, if they're like, hey, you and I are going to make it and Jared Houston's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if Uri Valadao is in the lead, Jared Houston needs a 7.39 to take the lead from him, which would be the second highest score of the heat. As we see in yellow, Guillermo Tamega.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
Driving. What's he going to do? A big roll, ARS.
Oh, that was sick.
So that's going to throw out one of those scores for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I'd hate to say it, but that's going to put Tamega, I think, up there into second place.
Why do you hate to say that?
Well, yeah.
Wow, I guess you just,
no.
just let the cat out of the bag. Huh?
Fuck. That.
Jake Stone, Guillermo Tamega.
Yeah, what do I?
Full rivals, and they hate each other.
No. Sorry, folks. I didn't mean that. I love Tamega. I want him to win. I do, actually. But
look at this.
I love Jared too. So. Wow, that was massive. So that was
Great
some good
replays
scores.
from our TV room downstairs, right underneath
Yeah.
of our announcing station.
Yeah.
Our little studio up here.
Yeah, I think someone just got another good wave after Tamiga's one.
Yeah, we're gonna see the
So we're
replay
gonna see the
right now.
replay
These
now.
guys are bringing us replays.
Oh,
of all
Jerry.
the different
Oh, that was massive.
bouncing down that face. That's a solid. Look at the
No way, Scorpion. Oh,
Oh wow. Jeez,
That
is
was big.
certainly gonna put a dampening on the spirits of Jared Houston.
yeah.
No.
Oh no. Is he alright?
Ooh.
And he's kicking out of there. Look at him, the charger.
Okay, so look, scores coming through. While everyone is still impressed by the wipeout by Jared Houston. Guillermo Tamega with that big ARS
Yeah,
posts a 7.83, putting him into a position to advance. But the drama's not over. Jared Houston only needs a 4.81 to push GT back down.
Yep.
Which, with 8 minutes to go, should not be too much drama whatsoever. I mean, that's just one decent maneuver.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Oh, bombing out there right now. Yeah, those sets were massive.
Okay, so we just heard a beach announcer. I overheard him say, blue has priority. Second priority is yellow. Jared Houston has third and final priority. So, man, Uri Valadao and Guillermo Tamega are in good positions with 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. But
Yeah.
if they work together, they can really, really give Jared Houston a hard time out here.
Yeah, for
considering
sure.
he's last in the priority.
Yeah.
It's up to Uri Valadao to work with Guillermo Tamega, or just decide to cooperate is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Sorry.
for sure. Yeah, well, I mean, Tamiga needs to better a 3. He's still got a 3.85 counting, so he knows he needs to get another wave. So he's just going to wait for a wave that looks like it's going to score better than that.
I mean, and Jake, look how steep this wave is. It's powerful. There's so much water moving out here. The Pacific Ocean is definitely angry today.
Yeah.
And that wave of Jared Houston's was certainly evidence that there are some beatdowns going on, even for the best in the world, in waves this serious, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I got a heat coming up in 2 heats, so yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll be in Jared's position, getting beat down.
I got Cameron Steele on our Facebook talking about, he says, well, if Jared speaks Portuguese, it might help him out there.
Yeah.
If Uri and Guillermo Tamega decide to cooperate and work against them, it would certainly help him out.
Yeah.
Always good to know what your opponent is saying.
Yeah. I think we're going to see, it's going to be a close heat. It's going to be a close finish, this one, because Tamiga knows he's very vulnerable in that position, and Jared knows that he needs a good score, so. And even Yuri's, in a vulnerable position, even in first. I mean, Tamiga only needs a 6.43, and Jared would need something around that. 6.4. Yeah, he'd need a little bit more than that, like an 8 or something, but it's not out of the question.
And we can see it up in the corner right there. We have the entire crew of Brazilian riders, including some of the girls from our women's event, and they are cheering on Uri and Guillermo Tamega. I mean, like we said earlier, Guillermo Tamega really is the kind of like the leader, or the archangel or archbishop of bodyboarding in Brazil, one of the most famous athletes in Brazil, and really led the charge into the modern day of Brazilian bodyboarding.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy. I mean, bodyboarding in Brazil is massive. Like, if you ever go there to bodyboard, you'll understand.
Well, we're going to be there in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Who is this? Nobody catching the wave, are they?
That one's a sick one.
Man, that's a big peak.
Just reeling off the reef.
Intensity at its finest here at the IBA GoPro World Tour. This is the third stop. We already were at Pipeline on the North Shore of Oahu. We've already been to the south coast of New South Wales, down there by Kiama with the Crusade, and now we are on the continent of South America. We've moved over the other side of the world. We are here in Chile for the GSS event. Next week, we're to go down south for a qualifying event, and next month we will be in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
In the homeland of these Brazilians.
Oh, yeah.
And the shoe will be on the other foot.
Yeah. Well, I went there last year to Itacoatiara, and man, that place is amazing. So good. It's paradise. Right on the beach.
And with a Our next heat, only a few minutes away, we have Jeff Hubbard, Sasha Specker, and Diego Cabrera, the man from Canary Islands, seeing that big 7.83 score from Guillerme on that ARS. It brings to mind, what is Jeff Hubbard going to be doing? What kind of scores will he be able to post in these waves? I mean, Hubby is known for just launching in all conditions, and imagine the ferocity of his airs in waves this big and this powerful.
Yeah, well, he's the elastic man. He'll be hitting anything and landing it. So he loves going big, and it's big out there. There's some big ramps. So if he gets a ramp and it's big, he's going to go big, and then we're going to see a big maneuver and a big score. Big.
So Jared paddling right here. He only needs a
4.81. 4.81. I think
Jeremy Tamega, the elder statesman of Brazilian bodyboarding, must be nervous because
here we go.
One good roll here is going to do it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's going to do a second one possibly.
Oh, that wave sucked. That wave just did not help him out at all.
Well, Jared Houston needed a 4.81. Uri Valadao. Looks like he got a barrel on there. We couldn't quite see. Nice invert right there.
Nice
Man, how
invert
does he do those airs, Jake?
I don't know. Just pops out of him. Oh, man.
And GT. Big roll, projecting out under the shoulder.
Yep.
The Brazilian contingent cheering him on the beach.
Invert.
A little invert, and the side wave kind of knocked him off right there.
Yeah, well, that was a nice exchange for the Brazilians. Yeah, Jared Houston not really getting a good wave there. That wave wasn't. Thanks, Cameron. Yeah,
Jake is one of the better riders in the world, and he is allowed to express his opinion. And throwing out that wave sucked.
Yeah, well, the wave just didn't help him. So I mean, it's nothing to do with his riding. It's the wave. Ocean interference. I'm calling it.
2 minutes and 15 seconds to go, and the next scores that are going to be dropping are important ones, aren't they, Jake?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Jared's got to get out there and try and get back. So nice roll.
Oh, I got caught up top there.
Yeah, he
fell down.
Yeah, he got caught the whole time, eh?
And then after that, the wave didn't bowl quite as much. He had to kind of just manually push that roll through. A score of 5.4 for Jared Houston.
It's not a bad score. It wasn't enough to get in the second, but.
And a 6.55 for Guillerme Tamega. 7.73 on the last score for Uri Valadao. So with 1 minute 37 seconds, the Brazilian contingent is looking comfortable. Jared Houston needs a 7.51, which would be one of the better scoring waves of the heat as we see the replay of Blue Uri pulling in the barrel.
Wave. That wave was sick.
So wow,
nice
Jared
little
Houston,
ramp as well.
he thought he had it there for a second. We see that big invert from Uri.
Yeah, it's just one of those waves that it's just really, really good handed to you. Like, it's just nice.
Oh,
here goes Jerry.
No, this is a replay, I believe. Oh, no, it's not.
I think it's right.
It said that on the screen, but that was just from the wave earlier. Look at this bowl section.
What do we got?
He needs a big score, and he's not going to find on this wave, I don't think. A nice backflip.
Oh, that was a sick backflip. Will he kick out?
Lost his board. Less than a minute to go.
Spewing.
So Jared Houston getting desperate, and it showed with that wave right there. I mean, it was a nice backflip, but he was chasing a wave that really most likely would not offer the scoring potential that he needed. So Guillerme Tamega, the elder statesman from Brazil, slamming the door on the South African and showing him what's up, saying, hey, this spot is mine. I've won this contest before, and I don't plan on letting you have me go home after round number 3, that's for sure.
Yeah. As a replay, Tamega's one nice projected roll out the back.
Seeing some more replays. There's Guillerme's little invert. Taking us back to 2002 right there. So there you have it. Go over the scores. It is Uri Valadao, Guillerme Tamega, Jared Houston. So the Brazilians weighed in against the South African as a team, and they did their